Welcome, my dear students in grade 11. How are you? Now we are going to illustrate how to find the resultant of many forces meeting at a point. Firstly, we will understand how to resolve a force into two different directions. If I have a force F and we want to resolve this force into two components, the first force F1 with angle theta 1, F2 with angle theta 2. We will use the sine law, which is F1 over sine the angle in the opposite side theta 2, and F2 over sine theta 1, and F itself over sine the summation of the two angles. To understand this, we will take this example. Resolve the force 20 Newton into two components inclined with a given force with angle 30 and incline the other by 45. How to do it? We have here the main force is 20 and we want the two component F1 and F2. The first makes angle 30 and the other makes angle 45. And approximate the answer to the nearest one decimal place. How to find it? We will use the sine law as we said before, F1 over sine theta 2, F2 over sine theta 1, F over sine the summation. F1 over sine theta 2, where is theta 2? F1 in the other side, we will find theta 2. It will be 45. And theta 1, it will be 30. Equals F equals 20 over sine the summation, it will be 30 plus 45. And take this to find what? F1, how to find it? We'll take them together, the two sides, to find F1. How to find F1? F1 equals, we'll take sine 45 and the other side, multiply. F1 equals 20 times sine 45 over the summation, it will be 75. So it will be 14.7 approximated to the nearest one decimal place. It means just one digit in the decimal. F2, how to find F2? We'll take F2 with the other. How? We'll take them and find F2. We will put sine 30 in the other side times, and it gives us 14.4 Newton. Then we have now the two components, F1 and F2, for the force, which is magnitude 20. Now, resolve the force into perpendicular components, into two perpendicular components. It is very important. We have force here, F, and we want to resolve this force into two components, but they are perpendicular. It's very important. Now we have this angle will be theta and the other will be 90 minus theta. So what? This will be F1, this will be F2. Use sine law. F1 over what? Sine 90 minus theta equals what? F2 over sine theta. Good. And F over sine what? The summation of them. The summation, it will be sine 90. So now sine 90 minus theta equals what? It's very important. When you find sine 90 minus theta, 90 convert sine into cosine. So, and the sine 90 equals 1. Then this side will be F only. How to find F1? F cosine theta. How to find F2? F sine theta. It is very important. Why? If we suppose F1 is the positive direction of x-axis and F2 is the positive direction of y-axis, then any force, if we want to resolve it, we will take the angle theta in this direction, the nearest one in this direction, it will be F cosine, and in the other direction it will be F sine. Okay, the body of weight 50 Newton is placed on a smooth inclined plane. Inclined plane like this plane makes angle with the horizontal equal 30 degree. We will put a body with weight 50 Newton. We want what? We want the component of this weight in direction what? In the direction of the line of the greatest slope. What's the meaning line of the greatest slope? This direction is called the line of greatest slope, and it's perpendicular. This is called the perpendicular one. As you see, this angle equals 30, this equal 90, this equal 30 or 60, it will be 60. So this angle must be equal 30 like the inclined plane angle. Okay, this like this. Okay, so now how to resolve this force into two components. The nearest side, it will be cosine. It will be 50 cosine 30. And the other will be 50 sine 30. 50 sine 30, it makes 25 Newton. And 50 cosine 30, it makes 25 root 3 Newton. They are the two components. Now, how to find the resultant of forces meeting at a point. This system of forces, like if I have right now a point and we have many forces, F1 and F2 and F3 and F4s meet at a point like this. What is the resultant? We will arrange these forces to understand, just to understand the meaning. We will take F1 like this. At the end of F1, we will put F2. At the end of F2, we'll put F3. And we will put F4 at the end of F3. Now, the forces, consecutive forces. Then where is the resultant right now? The resultant will take from the start point to the end point as a displacement. This side is called the resultant in this direction, the resultant of these forces. The resultant is R equals the summation of all these forces, F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4. This problem, we want to find what? Find the resultant. Concentrate with me. We have here forces in direction. The first force is 3 root 3 in the east. Take this side and make it 3 root 3 in the direction of x-axis in the east. And the other one is 9 root 2 in the western north. Where is western north? Western north makes a 45 degree with west and north, like this. Number 3, the force 6 root 3 in 30 west of south. We'll take south and make angle 30, like this. Make angle 30, this direction. It will be 6 root 3. And the fourth one is 7 in north. 7 in north, like this. It will be in north. What are we going to do right now? We will find the angle of each force. How come? The first one is 3 root 3. The angle, it makes angle 0 because in positive direction of x-axis. The second one is 9 root 2. 9 root 2 makes angle from the positive of x-axis is what? Is all of this. All of this. It will be 180 minus 45 or 90 plus 45. The third one is 6 root 3 makes angle from positive direction of x-axis. All of this. It will be 270 minus 30. Yes. And the fourth angle 7 with 90 degree. This is a very important point. We have to do it. Take the force and the angle. Take the force and the angle. Take the force and its angle. Force and its angle with positive direction of x-axis. Calculate each angle and we will solve right now. As we said before, how to find the resultant. The resultant contains x and y. What's x and y? The summation of all f cosine theta. and y the summation of all f sine theta. As we said before, any force in direction of x-axis, it must be cosine. Any force in y-axis, it will be sine. So right now, what can I do? We'll take force and the cosine angle. Force and the cosine angle. We will find the x right now. Force, cosine 0, and plus. The second one, cosine 135. The third one, cosine 240. The fourth one, it will be cosine 90. Calculate this by calculator. It will be -9. Similarly, we will find y by the same force with sine 0, the same force with sine 135, the same force with the angle 240, sine. You understand? And the fourth one, it will be 7 sine 90. And calculate this by calculator. It will be 7. So now we can find the resultant. The resultant is -9 and 7 as a coordinate. If we want to write it as a vector, it will be -9i plus 7j. How to find the norm of the resultant? It means the length of the resultant. We will take the root of 9 squared plus 7 squared equals 11.4 Newton. We want the direction. It means the theta. How to find theta? How to find theta? We can get it by y over x. Then we will take here y equals 7 and the x equal -9. Shift 10 of 7 over 9 to get the angle. The angle will be 42.08. Concentrate very well. This resultant in which quadrant? In the second quadrant, not in the first one. So this angle in the first one, this answer is not right. So we have to make it in the second quadrant. How come? We will make theta equals 180 minus this angle. We will get the angle equals 137 and 55 minutes. This angle in the second quadrant, like this is the resultant of all these forces. Makes the angle what? 137 degree. You got it? By using these methods, we can solve any problem like this. Many forces meeting at a point by using this method exactly. Thank you for listening.